Throwdown Thursday, the Elite Pro Wrestling Alliance Arena with my colleague Tate Griffin. I'm Jake the Machine Davis. A huge night of action once again here at the Elite Pro Arena.
Yeah, absolutely. We have 4 big matches tonight. Our opening contest is going to be Andrew Stevens stepping in the ring with Reggie Collins.
Andrew Stevens, one of the biggest men here on the roster at Elite Pro Wrestling Alliance, has had a huge streak of victories behind him. Reggie Collins, we know what he brings to the table along with the resolution. I'm curious to see this match because it's going to be a David and Goliath contest.
We also have a triple threat cruiserweight match that features Cisco, Brendan Carter making his return to the Elite Pro Wrestling Alliance, and Lion Gray.
Lion Gray flying all over the building every week here at the Elite Pro Arena. Spectacular talent. Cisco, obviously a size and strength advantage with these guys in this cruiserweight match. This is going to be great. We have the returning star. It's going to be awesome.
Then we have the Elite Pro Tag Team Championship match. After 2 weeks of victories for KP and Jason Raddatz, they're finally getting a title shot against Malice Dallas.
All the momentum in the world in the corner of Jason Raddatz and KP McGregor for sure. Malice and Dallas somehow keep managing to hold on to these tag team titles. They've had a few downfalls these last few weeks. A little embarrassment, a little frustration, but I'm curious to see how they bounce back.
And in our main event, we have Blackhawk stepping in the ring with Dr. Douglas Crane's ISP, the man that 2 weeks ago put Anthony Athens on the shelf by attacking him brutally and with cowardice after the show right here at the Elite Pro Arena. Well, tonight, ISP steps in with Blackhawk, one-on-one.
Anytime you see these two men across from each other on a contract, it's going to be an exciting match, but the backstory in this is so vast. Obviously, Blackhawk's great friend Anthony Athens, tag team partner in recent weeks, getting sidelined by the vicious attack that we spoke of. ISP looking to make he believes he should be the hybrid champion. Blackhawk on a huge role here at Elite Pro. These two guys clashing. I'm sure there's got to be some comeuppance in the back of Blackhawk's mind to try to get ISP a little bit of payback for what he did to his buddy.
Absolutely. All that, plus some news about the upcoming show, September the 1st in Short Gap. It's time for Throwdown Thursday. All right, our opening contest this week, we have Reggie Collins, the Slice of Nice, stepping in the ring with the Fear, Andrew Stevens.
And Stevens wasted no time to get after Reggie. Blindside him. That Dr. Crane, always forever the distraction. Big Andrew Stevens has definitely made a name for himself here in recent months. Big headbutt there.
Not exactly a follower of the rules, but I'm not going to argue that it wasn't smart for him to kind of jump in there as soon as he possibly could. The bell had rung.
Well, and Reggie quickly becoming a veteran here in Elite Pro, and he should know better than to turn his back on any opponent. Big knife edge chop there, hard whip near side. Oh, and a big splash there by Stevens. The Fear now has Reggie in trouble early on here. We're inside of a minute, and Reggie is down. Dr. Crane shouting instructions.
Andrew Stevens very methodical in his movement here.
And wearing him down, and a man that big, he's reserving his energy, which is very smart. He's putting his weight on Reggie, keeping him down. He grounded him immediately. Reggie now trying to fight out from underneath. Oh, he broke the grip, and again with another big headbutt. Reggie being blindsided there right from the get-go, and he has not been able to get his game plan off the ground yet.
Takes a swing at Dr. Crane.
And now blatantly choking him on the bottom rope.
Referee C.J. Graham warning him on that. Oh, my goodness.
Reggie Collins trying to fight back there. Stevens quick to cut him off. Hard whip, far side. Reggie whipped upside down and down to his back.
Stevens taking his time. Dragging him to the middle of the ring, going for the pin. That's smart.
Quick 2 count there. Reggie kicking out. The Fear now giving the referee a little bit of the business, and Reggie right back to fighting back again. He's firing some shot, but you can tell there's not as much velocity as you. Oh
my goodness!
Big clothesline. You could tell there that Reggie, not a lot left in the tank. It's seemingly firing off those shots, but not having any effect. And once again, the fear putting the weight right on that shoulder, working that chin lock. You get a guy the size of Andrew Stevens and bearing down on you, it's going to wear you out real quick.
I'm starting to wonder if Reggie looked past this challenge, and focusing more on September 1st against Leslie Leatherman.
And that's what happens when you have a full schedule like Reggie Collins does. There's a lot of things going on. He's traveling the country now. He's doing all kinds of things in the world of professional wrestling. It's easy to overlook one opponent looking on to another opportunity or opponent. Big knee lift there. Reggie trying to fight back again. I mean, he's been fighting from underneath since the bell rang.
He's still shaking the cobwebs.
Knife edge chop there. Oh, and Stevens catches him in a big bear hug. I'd say if you put these two guys on a scale side by side, I would say that Andrew Stevens is probably double the weight, the body weight.
Yeah.
Obviously, the stronger of the two as well. Just ragdolling Reggie Collins now. You can see the fans getting behind Reggie.
Someone with Andrew Stevens' experience facing Reggie Collins, I would say him defeating Reggie would be an upset. But in this case, I don't think it's an upset. I think it's going to be an upset if Reggie wins.
I don't think, and so far we've had a dominant performance here.
Yeah.
And Dr. Crane has formulated a perfect game plan. Reggie, once again, trying to fight back. He broke that lock. He's actually got Stevens rocked a little. Standing sunset flip. Oh, and Reggie ducks out at the last second. Straight down on the tailbone.
And for the first time in the match, and by his own doing, Andrew Stevens is on the ground.
The 300-plus pounds of Andrew Stevens going straight down onto his tailbone. That's going to slow any man down. I don't care who it is.
You see, Reggie needs this time to get up. I think that if he'd have absorbed that, this match would be over.
Absolutely. This is the first ray of sunshine that Reggie's had in this match, and now firing with right hand. Getting a little distance here. Another block with another right hand. Got Stevens rocked there trying to shake the cobwebs. And a third one. Reggie now firing away, one after another. Reggie giving him everything he's got left in the tank here, and it looks like Andrew Stevens now, it's starting to take its toll.
Up until now, he seemed almost impervious.
Big European uppercut there. Another knife edge chop. Stevens taking a little too long there, looking over at Crane. Big boot, and now sitting on his shoulders. Oh, Reggie with a victory roll. Did he get him?
Yeah.
He got him.
The look on Andrew Stevens' face.
Andrew Stevens dominating Reggie Collins for nearly 6 minutes straight, but it only took 3 seconds.
All right, we have a big triple threat here. Lion Gray versus Cisco versus Big Brendan Carter.
Elite Pro Cruiserweight action coming to you now. Cisco quickly drops out. It's not that he needs a breather, but he definitely dropped out. Maybe some mind games. Let these guys do most of the work to kick things off here. Lion Gray is a hard man to handle. He's so athletic.
Crane and Cisco yelling at a fan to get out of the way. They're sitting at ringside now.
Cisco definitely going to have the size and power advantage, I think, between the three of these guys, but all three of these guys super athletic.
Brendan Carter, a Virginia native, making his way up here from Richmond tonight.
Nice side headlock there. Cisco still looking on from outside the ring. Lion Gray backs him in, whips to the near side, big shoulder tackle. Oh, beautiful leapfrog. Look at the springs in the legs of Lion Gray. Oh, complete flip out of that arm drag.
Nice drop kick.
Beautifully blocked hip toss there. Ends it with a drop kick, and now Cisco.
Oh my goodness.
Cisco pouncing.
Cisco's just brutal.
And from the blind side, it was perfectly timed. Nice snap suplex there. Cisco comes in with the aggression, always sneaking around. I'm sure Dr. Crane told him, hey, get him. Wait, does Dr. Crane ever run out of words out there on the floor?
You gotta roll your pants legs up when you're around Dr. Crane.
Great. Beautiful float over there. Big knee there in the corner. Oh, and a nice rolling snapmare into a super kick. Right to the side of the face.
Cisco feeling, is this a setup for the 619? Oh, Brandon Carter cut him off.
Carter comes from the blind side. Lion Gray's got to have his head on a swivel. He's been blindsided twice now. One time each by each man.
Doug reviving Cisco.
Cisco better get his head back in the game here. It only takes 3 seconds to end this match, and you don't have to be pinned to lose, but you also can lose by not getting the pin. Carter and Cisco both now standing over Lion Gray.
Looks like they're forming some type of alliance, at least for the moment.
Just stalking their prey now. Cisco steps in the way. Another elbow drop. These guys debating on who's going to take a turn to drop something. Carter with an elbow drop of his own there.
Unfortunately, Lion Gray, the victim of all this punishment.
Definitely not the place you want to be here.
Oh, big knee drop.
Another knee drop.
Just kind of toying with him a bit.
Lion Gray definitely doesn't want to be on the ground here. I mean, we know that his high-octane offense is about flying all over that ring, and once they ground him, virtually helpless here now. Carter, big splash in the corner.
Is he lining up for Cisco? Ugh.
Oh, now draping his arms over that top rope. And another splash in the corner. This may be the beginning of the end here.
You know, these guys are getting along now, but, sooner or later they're going to realize that only one person can walk out the victor.
Yeah, one way or another, this match has to end. And who's going to take the victory here? Big double suplex.
This might be it.
Oh, and there it is. Exactly what you were saying. Carter quick to yank Cisco off there. And that little dissension here.
Oh,
Carter ducking the big right hand there.
Oh, my goodness.
Drilled him right into the knee, and this could be it. Oh, and Lion Gray instinctively dives across the ring to break up that pin. That could have been it. Crane quick to pull Cisco out to the floor and try to get a breather here. Oh, a glancing blow there with a super kick. Nice enziguri. And after all the punishment, Lion Gray getting some momentum going. Did he get him? No. Oh, so close.
Referee C.J. Graham with 2 3/4.
Lion Gray now can't capitalize, still feeling the effects from that beatdown that he had there, being double teamed for multiple minutes. Cisco charges him in the corner with a forearm.
That's the thing about Cisco is he was probably, he probably cleared the cobwebs sooner than he let on. And then out of nowhere, he attacked.
Definitely picking his moment. I'm sure if we were down at ringside, we would hear Dr. Crane shouting, go, go. Wait, hold. Cisco whip to the far side. Oh. Lion Gray now out of the way. Cisco's reeling. Oh, and there's that cutter. There's that springboard cutter.
Beautiful.
Cisco luckily rolls under the bottom rope after landing. Oh!
Caught Carter right in the face.
Beautifully executed kick. 619. Crane in the corner trying to get beautiful senton. This may be it. He got him. He got him.
1, 2, 3. Here he is on the top. Shoots off for a beautiful senton. Lands it perfectly. Goes for the cover. gets the 1, 2, and 3.
Cisco 1 second too late. Lion Gray, your winner. Huge victory.
All right, time for the Elite Pro Tag Team Championship match between Malice Dallas defending the belts against KP and Radats.
Oh, and they're wasting no time. Coming out of the gate strong here. A series of right hands. Double super kick there. Malice is...
Dallas.
And the double bicep pose from both. Oh, and met with a double super kick of their own. Malice and Dallas spill to the floor.
Oh my goodness. And they're off to a great start. You know, last week KP and Radats beat Malice Dallas, and that's how they earned this shot at the tag team titles this week.
And let's not forget, 2 weeks ago, both of them beat individually in singles matches Malice and Dallas as well. So they've got a lot of momentum coming into this match, and they have their sights set on those Elite Pro Tag Team Champions.
And so far, they're looking pretty good.
It looks like Malice is going to come in and start things off, but then thought better of it when he turned around and saw Radat standing there staring him down.
How selfless of him.
And Dallas comes right out with
Oh my goodness.
comes right out with a clothesline and is met with a knife edge chop and a big right hand. Jason Radat's one shot can knock a guy out cold.
Ugh.
Sharp clothesline there in the corner.
Mad respect to Dallas. Just,
Oh, it's almost kind of a version of Demolition's Human Ferris wheel.
Have you ever seen Dallas, though, back down from a challenge, even when he should?
I mean, I'm not going to call the guy dumb, but he may have more guts than brains, because he does. He'll go right into the fire and wonder why he's getting burned. Big shoulder tackle there.
You know, Dallas part of the latest crop of new talent at the Elite Pro Wrestling Alliance, and I would say the most successful of his class.
Absolutely, and he wasted no time calling Shane Malice out and asking to be his mentor, and he's more than willing to fill that protege role, and he's gotten better. Like, it's the moment that it happened, the alliance has kind of formed. I mean, right now you can't tell from this, you know, he's down and out right now with his suplex, a near fall there with KP. Beautiful suplex there, but, you know, Malice took the bulls by the horn and said, hey, teach me and I'll try to learn, and he has.
Yeah. And, you know, one could argue that Malice's career was on a little bit of a downswing at the point when Dallas brought this to his attention, and he's seen a lot of success since teaming up with him. He might not want to admit it.
Now a tag here, and they beautifully cut off the ring here on KP McGregor. Big Irish whip there. Oh, double clothesline. Double knocker. Big clothesline there. Malice quickly down. Dallas still on the apron trying to find his way around.
Shane is in dangerous territory right now because he is in the ring with the man that has pinned him the last 2 weeks in a row.
That's got to work against the psyche of Shane Malice, too. You can see here, oh, nice arm wringer. Jason Raddatz now tag in. Nice. Right footed kick there. A sharp elbow right to the back of the neck. Right to that top turnbuckle. Hard hours. Malice tries to come out of the line. Raddatz one step ahead and a big knife edge chop. And like we alluded to, Raddatz and KP have a ton of momentum going on, and it's still going. Malice and Dallas just not been able to get on the same page here to try to get this on there. Big stun gun. Raddatz's throat draped right across that top rope.
And Dallas is back in the ring.
Double whip now. Oh, and Raddatz busts right through a double clothesline.
Dallas unfortunately finds himself once again in the ring, victim to ruthless Jason Raddatz.
Oh, big clothesline. Taking Dallas's head off. That's one thing we spoke about, the youth of Dallas Riggs getting into the wrestling business only a matter of months ago and walking right into a lot of success alongside Shane Malice, but being at that level that quickly, he's finding himself in the deep waters with the sharks of Elite Pro Wrestling Alliance, and Raddatz is maybe perhaps one of the most dangerous.
Absolutely. Oh my goodness.
Oh, nice float over there into a sunset flip. Oh, Raddatz comes right up, Big right kick.
Hey, Dallas made a move when he could. And, yeah, he paid for it, but he went for it.
Raditz's momentum, I'm going to assume the strength and body weight of being rolled down. He goes right through it. Here we go. Irish whip into the corner. Big line. Oh, and Raditz back in just as quick as he went out with a line of his own.
I'm not sure how Dallas is still conscious. It might be. Oh.
So get Raditz quick to get that wrist control there. And there it is again. He grabs that wrist, keeps those hand away, and then he goes the other hand, gets that wrist again. Raditz with a grappling background as well as a jiu-jitsu background. So wrist control, obviously a huge part of his game.
Bit of a, spinning backdrop there?
Yeah, it was a nice belly to back there with a sit-out.
Nice tag. Oh.
And now once again, beautifully executed cutting off of the ring. Oh, and a big knife edge chop there to Dallas. And another one. Dallas taking a beating here again. Beautifully executed cut off of the ring.
Worst part of the ring that Dallas could be in.
It's like Tag Team Wrestling 101. If you can have your back facing your opponent in the far corner because you have his tag team partner cut off, that's when you know that you're in good shape. Dallas has yet to be in a position where he could even reach his corner. Big flying clothesline there into the seated position. Malice quick to pull that foot off there.
That might have saved the titles right there.
You can see Dallas fading quickly now.
Reaching for anyone to tag him. I think at this point he'll take a tag from a person in the crowd.
I always get a kick out of it whenever Shane Malice tries to plead his case that he didn't jump in there and try to break it up when everyone in the room except the referee saw it.
Oh, cut Shane off for his trouble.
Oh, no.
Oh, my goodness.
Malice from the floor grabs the foot. Raditz goes face first into that ring apron. Buying Dallas a moment here. And again, the referee could be getting all over Shane Malice here. I mean, technically it's not illegal. It's not outside interference because he's a part of the match. But still, it's like, you got to give a count here. The action needs to be back in the ring.
For the first time in the last 10 minutes, Dallas is on top of things here.
Big elbow drop there from Dallas. Beautifully executed, too. Right down into the sternum. Now you can feel the momentum shifting here. Oh, and grinds that foot right into the face. It looks like he got it into the eye socket there. Hey, man can't see, he can't fight, right?
Dallas doing a bit of cowering, and justifiably so.
Shane Malice calling his shots now. I would think as much as they've been through in the first several minutes of this match, they should be pouncing on him and staying aggressively on Raz. Look how many seconds we're wasting here where he's got his back to him. Gave Raditz a chance to start fighting back. That's exactly what we were saying there. Shane Malice, you can't give a guy like Jason Raditz an opening like that.
Dallas finds himself on the floor once again.
Big reversal, hard buckle there. Malice hooks that leg and then goes right to the arm. Beautifully executed there. Takes that arm bar.
Dallas putting his nose back where it was.
You got to hand it to Dallas his toughness. I mean, he took a beating there and he's up in the corner.
Yeah, he's waiting for the tag.
And he's got the hand out, waiting to get back in there. You can't question his heart. That's for sure. Double team move coming. Jason Raditz whipped to the far side, double clothesline. Shane definitely got more of that than Riggs did, but
Riggs is celebrating nonetheless.
Yeah. Dallas Riggs taking his sweet time, and it cost him.
That is an elbow drop of inexperience there. Shane Malice grabbing the foot of Raddatz to pull him out.
The referee now kind of admonishing, but not getting in there as much as perhaps maybe he could. Dallas quickly grabs that chin lock. Grinding on that chin lock. Now you can see KP McGregor there, pumped up in the corner. He wants back in there. Shane now Malice shouting instructions to Dallas.
Dallas taunting.
Dallas has always got some smack talk for him.
Yes, he does.
Raddatz fighting back now. Oh, and there's one for Shane. Malice caught snoozing there on the ring apron. Big forearm. The referee kind of lost control of the Malice-Dallas connection here. These guys have kind of been bending the rules since the match started. Especially since they've started... Big suplex down onto the knee.
You know, I'd like to think that, referee Cooper Lark is looking at it like, KP and Raddatz have worked so hard for this opportunity. He's given a little bit of leeway, because the last thing he wants to do is maybe even play into the hands of Malice-Dallas and have a disqualification. It just doesn't seem fair to these guys. They've worked hard for this opportunity.
And absolutely. Malice quickly cutting that ring off. Oh, standing Enziguri. Oh, Malice drops down back behind, runs him into his own corner. I couldn't tell, was there a blind tag there? It looked like KP was going to go for a tag. I'm not sure if they made it, but Malice now dealing with both of them. Bringing out those educated feet, but I think there was a slap on the back of Jason Raddatz earlier.
I believe you're right.
I do believe that KP is the legal man now, and the referee's allowing it. Big standing body slam. Excuse me. Oh, went for a big senton. Malice rolling out of the way at the last second. Well, he laid out on that too. He got a lot of air on that. And Dallas comes out of nowhere, and he's not even the legal man. He just comes in, misses the leg drop.
One thing about Dallas, too, is he does not have the ability to cover up his pain.
Oh, and Dallas quickly rolls out. There was kind of a springboard off the bottom rope elbow attempt. Malice going up. He may be going for that moonsault. Oh, lands on his feet. He scouted it. Oh, went for the standing moonsault and missed it. Big clothesline now, and this thing is kind of broken down here. KP firing away the right hands.
Just a house of fire.
This could be it. For the 2.5.
Almost for the third week in a row, KP almost got the pin on Shane Malice.
And a half a second away from becoming the new Elite Pro Tag Team Champions. He may be setting up for that spear. Shane better watch it.
This move's done him in the last 2 weeks in a row.
Oh, ran right into the super kick. And luckily for Shane, he stumbles back into his own corner and Dallas tags himself in. Oh, Raddatz scoops him up.
You going for the big power slam? No, Shane.
Oh, thank goodness for Dallas. Shane grabs his feet and pulls him out. What is Shane doing? He's grabbing his belt. He's got his jacket. He's kind of waving it off. What's happening?
Is he calling it a day? This is a Elite Pro Tag Team Championship match here on Throwdown Thursday. Dallas
down on the floor here. Shane's basically saying we're done with this.
Hurry up.
Are they taking a walk? Referee Cooper Lark making the count. And there it is. Apparently,
These guys took a count out.
A purposeful count out here, but, you know, the only way you can lose the title was by a pinfall or submission. So these guys, looks like they're going to be leaving here with the tag team championship. Raddatz obviously angry.
It's time for the Elite Pro update. Earlier in the show, you saw Reggie Collins face off and defeat Big Andrew Stevens. What you didn't see is what happened after the match. Reggie, realizing he'd left his hat on the ring post, ran back in to grab it just as Leslie Leatherman was entering the ring for this week's edition of the Squared Circle. Reggie didn't get the handshake he was looking for, and it's obvious that the tension continues to mount. On a much more positive note, the Elite Pro Wrestling Alliance Women's Champion Danny DeVille was the special guest this week, and she discussed what it means to her to be a champion.
A true champion needs to be able to know your business. I'm up there behind that curtain every single Thursday, making sure that I'm here to watch all the matches even if I don't have one. Because that's a true champion. You need to get to know.
She'll be facing off against Lexi Steele September 1st, and that's part of a huge card that includes WWE Superstar Fandango against Bodie Williams and more. Back to ringside. And here we are with our main event of the evening, ISP, with Dr. Crane in his corner against Blackhawk.
You got two great competitors in the ring here, two completely different styles. Blackhawk has been on a huge roll lately. ISP came back last week with a dominant victory. I'm curious to see these guys lock up. There's a little history here too. It was only a few weeks ago that ISP interfered with a Mafia kick to Blackhawk, costing him his match. And obviously Blackhawk, Anthony Athens, close friends, recent tag team partners. ISP putting him out. There's a little bit of a comeuppance hopefully here for Blackhawk. Dr. Crane with that headdress on the outside there. Oh, look at the height. Missed elbow there. Blackhawk quick to get out of the way, and you can see that he's kind of telling no, not yet. Blackhawk one step ahead there, but the height and the velocity that ISP can get from an elbow drop is nearly unmatched.
Yeah, absolutely. ISP, along with Dr. Crane, both claiming that he is the uncrowned hybrid champion. What he fails to realize is that just because you put the champion out of action for 2 months doesn't automatically make you the champion. But they're fighting that case, regardless.
If that was the case, you'd be seeing champions getting jumped everywhere. And I know several months ago when ISP was put on the shelf due to the knee injury that Athens caused during a tag team match, I mean, he's had some pent-up frustration about it. Took it out a few weeks ago on Athens with a vicious attack from behind. And speaking of vicious attacks, here in the corner on Blackhawk, just firing those kicks into the midsection. You're going to find a guy that never runs out of fight. Blackhawk will fight to the death every time he walks into that ring.
Absolutely. A legend of the Mid-Atlantic independent professional wrestling scene. He has been in the ring with more people than we can count.
30 plus years in the wrestling business. I mean, he was an already established veteran when I started 25 years ago. I mean,
yeah.
ISP's got him draped on the corner now. The referee giving the count, choking him on that middle rope, right there in the fans' face, right in front of him. And now Dr. Crane taking advantage. You can see ISP strategically distracting that referee to give Dr. Crane an opportunity. Big suplex there.
We're still waiting to find out from the front office basically what the plan is in terms of the hybrid championship, because with Anthony Athens being out, predicting for 2 to 3 months, that will be past the point in which the title has to be defended. So it'll be interesting to see exactly what does happen. I know ISP and Dr. Crane expect the belt to be handed over to them.
Which obviously isn't going to be the case. The open-ended status of Anthony Athens, to find out exactly the details. I mean, it's kind of a day-by-day, week-by-week thing to see what prognosis is there on a possible return, but big knife edge chop there from Blackhawk.
Oh.
Blackhawk, those left hands, he fires those left hands, and I mean, it's a jaw jacker for sure. ISP quick to get some distance here. Referee keeping Blackhawk from following him out. Yeah, the status of the hybrid championship now is kind of up in the air. You don't know what Anthony Athens' full health status is. I mean, like we said, it's something that the doctors are going to be looking at. The Office of Elite Pro is going to be looking at to see when it's safe for him to return to the ring. So, as far as that goes, I mean, you can see where ISP's got his sights set on it. He may have an argument, but nothing's handed to you here at Elite Pro. Blackhawk's had enough of waiting around. He's going out after him, and ISP quick to get back in the ring. Oh, and drops that elbow as he's trying to get through the ropes. Referee admonishing him now. We'll give him the count. He was standing on the throat. ISP is such a savage of a man, as we saw in the video when he attacked Athens, but we see it every time he gets in the ring. It's like he smells blood and then he just attacks. Big knee to the side of the face there. You know, and that's not your traditional knee lift. He grabs 2 handfuls of hair and just drives the knee Muay Thai style right into the guy's face. And there's those explosive elbows. It's almost like a Great Muta-esque elbow that dropped there. And a third one to that lower back. I mean, just to be able to physically be in the air long enough to get your entire body to be torquing like that, to really get the absolute most impact.
You know, love him or hate him, the name of the game in pro wrestling is always to stand out and to be different. And I can't think of anybody that sets themselves as a departure from the rest of the talent as ISP. He has just such a unique look, such a unique style and moveset.
Yeah, he's such an unorthodox athlete. The way he moves around, it just seems like he can jump in the air and stay there till he wants to come down. It's very, very odd. Nice snap right there.
And has a gas tank that's never depleted.
And then it never hurts to have the diabolical Dr. Douglas Crane sitting there, you know, shouting the game plan. Hooked the leg there, but there's still a lot of fight in Blackhawk. As we alluded to earlier, Blackhawk, another guy with a great gas tank, another guy with so much fight. Dr. Crane shouting at the ringside fans as usual.
Sometimes I wish I could bottle the amount of energy that's been dedicated to booing Dr. Crane over the last 15 years of the Elite Pro Wrestling Alliance.
Blackhawk firing back now. ISP's down in the corner. Oh, and ISP rolls out of the way at the last second. He went for like a double kick there to the chest.
That's a rare mistake for a man of Blackhawk's pedigree.
Big Irish whip, near side, hard buckle there. Blackhawk bounced off that buckle and ends up back in the center of the ring just because of the impact, the sheer impact and velocity. You see ISP uses his entire body throwing himself to the ground to get that extra velocity into that corner. And these guys very evenly matched. I mean, this has been a very even matchup for being 2 completely different styles. It's like a beautiful contrast. Big Irish whip with another hard buckle in the corner. Oh, nearly had him there. You can see a little frustration on the face of ISP giving the referee a little bit of the business.
Insisting that was 3. Green agrees.
Look at ISP. There's times when ISP almost looks like a wild animal the way he moves around this ring. And he's grounding him now with his chin lock. And the thing, when you apply a chin lock like this, you see a lot of guys whenever they're sitting straight up, almost in a seated position with the chin lock, that's all arm underneath that chin, grinding on it. But whenever you get them down like this, and you can get them, it's almost cutting off the carotid, because you can put that shoulder right into the side of the neck and put that extra pressure, almost like you would like an arm triangle in jiu-jitsu or And not only is it taking your breath, but it's also a blood choke if it's done properly. You can see the way he's kind of grinding it in there. He's got that shoulder, the tip of the shoulder there, grinding right into that artery. And think about that. While typically people don't look at shin locks like it's a finishing move, something like that, a blood choke in particular, you can be out before you realize that it's even that much pressure.
Absolutely.
Next thing you know, somebody's holding your feet up, waking you up.
And even if not the finisher, it absolutely takes away from what you're bringing to the match and can be the catalyst for you losing the match later.
Absolutely. Even if that wasn't fully applied there and you start getting a little dizzy when you start getting those arteries cut off like that, you can get up, you can get dizzy, you'll be off balance. There's a whole host of things that people don't realize can happen. And then you're sitting there trying to figure out how you're supposed to defend yourself when you're off balance. And quickly, ISP on the top rope. Look at the ease that he goes up there with. Oh my gosh! Lays out. Wide open, and Blackhawk rolls out at the last second. That would have absolutely been it for Blackhawk if he would have landed that.
That was an incredibly risky move.
ISP could have reached up and touched the rafters of the Elite Pro Arena on that elbow.
It's matches like this that make me glad I'm not doing it anymore.
Big knife edge chop.
I might have caught him closer to the throat than the chest.
Oh, big crossbody block now. It amazes me ISP's even on his feet prior to that crossbody block after coming out of the sky.
That was 2 9/10 right there.
Both these men putting everything they have into this main event. Blackhawk going up to the top. Now he may be going for that tomahawk chop that has brought him so much success here in recent weeks at Elite Pro. ISP trying to work his way up to his feet, and he does. Leaping kick there. It looked like he caught him sort of on the shoulder. Now a big European uppercut there. More of a forearm than a Euro, but both men perched up there on that top rope now. Both men firing away. Blackhawk getting the better of the exchange. Oh, and ISP again. Big bump off the ropes. Blackhawk stepping up to the top. Oh, comes off with a splash. Does he get him? Oh, 2.5.
That was probably closer to 2 4/5 on that. Have you ever found yourself in the ring? I've never been in the ring with either one of these guys. Did you ever wrestle Blackhawk?
Oh, years past. Whenever I was coming up in the wrestling business, Blackhawk was a staple. He was the main event guy that if you got to be in the ring in. Short story long, yes, I have been in the ring many a times with Blackhawk in my earlier years, and I know how tough he is. And we're seeing it right here. ISP brought in the hard way now. Blackhawk utilizes so many moves that are in this day and age considered old school techniques, but they're also things, to me, there's certain moves, certain techniques like he does. Oh, ISP sidesteps. He's got his feet on the ropes.
Still wasn't enough to get the pin.
Blackhawk, again, that fight. But just to touch on that, some of the techniques that are universal, that never need evolved. Certain moves can be like crocodiles. They can be around forever, and they never have to evolve because they're perfect the way they were.
That's a great point. Oh, he's got him up on his shoulders. Oh, kind of a cutter there.
Yeah, big.
Oh, another close
ISP
call.
believed that was it, and I think a lot of people at the Elite Pro Arena thought it was it too. These guys taking it to each other. I mean, this is...
Oh, he's setting him up for that suicide kick. Is that what we're going to see? This might be the end for Blackhawk. What's going on?
What do we have going on here? ISP set up for that Mafia kick. It's Anthony Athens.
Anthony Athens is here. The whole room surprised, but nobody more than ISP. ISP and Dr. Crane are just shocked.
You're putting out of action. I put you out. Obviously not. That's my championship. He's right here. It's mine. I'm right there for him.
The last number I heard was 2 months. It's been 2 weeks.
Now what we haven't seen is Blackhawk perched on the top rope. Big tomahawk chop. Referee down 2, 3. He got it. He got it.
Blackhawk got it. Anthony Athens seems happy about it too.
Athens' distraction causes ISP this singles match against Blackhawk. What a war. Crane is not happy.
Very upset.
Anthony Athens comes out of nowhere.
Here we go, the big tomahawk chop right off the top. For our main event, ending with Blackhawk getting the victory on a 1-2-3.
Unbelievable. Dr. Crane, ISP cannot believe their eyes.
These guys are flabbergasted. I guess we're going to find out what happens next because, Anthony Athens said, I'll see you next week.
I guess it's true. You won't believe what happens next. Until next week. Unbelievable. Blackhawk victorious.
Jake the Machine Davis, what a huge Throwdown Thursday we had. This close to getting brand new Elite Pro Tag Team Champions when Shane Malice and Dallas took the walk, took the 10 count.
They were reeling what looked like to be for the third week in a row and decided, we got to keep these titles, and it doesn't look like we're going to. Let's take a walk. Let's flick our wounds later.
They thought they'd get away with it, but as it turns out, it's already been signed for next Thursday. Those guys have to defend the belts against KP and Jason Raddatz. No countout, no disqualification. We will get a winner.
And by earning that opportunity last week to come in here for these tag team championships, as soon as they defeated the champions in a title match, even though it was by a countout, that immediately boosts those guys right up in that number one contendership.
Of course. And then, how exciting was it to see Blackhawk versus ISP? Just at the final moments when it looked like ISP was ready to close the deal. Who comes through the curtain but the Elite Pro Hybrid Champion, Anthony Athens, shocking the entire crowd, as well as ISP and Dr. Crane.
Absolutely unbelievable moment. Anthony Athens walks through that curtain. We had no idea what the status was, when we were going to see him again. We were told months. And here we are a few weeks later, walks through, looked like he was ready to step in the ring right now.
Once the show ended, we did find out from the front office that next week, right here on Throwdown Thursday, our show will open with a contract signing in the ring between ISP and Anthony Athens for the Elite Pro Hybrid Championship on September 1st in Short Gap.
We have a combustible element with these two guys, but they will be in that ring at the same time, looking each other in the eye to put their name on the dotted line for what is going to be a huge matchup for that Hybrid Championship.
It's been an incredible night for Throwdown Thursday, and we'll be here again next week. Thanks so much for joining us. For Jake the Machine Davis, I'm Tate Griffin, and we'll see you next week for Throwdown Thursday.